Ladies and gentlemen, episode 26. Let's get it. I'm going to pop this thing off. We're going straight NBA only. Fuck the NFL right now. Shit's quiet as hell. Okay, I kind of like it because I need my NBA. Okay, let's go. So I'm going to jump right into it real quick. We got updated MVP rankings by me. Okay, I don't know what these guys be doing, man, but I don't know what theirs are. I don't know shit, but I'm telling you this. Number one right now is Jokic. Okay, number two is Joel Embiid. Number three is Curry. Okay, that man just skyrocketed to 3. Okay, last night was okay, but he can have one bad game, okay, after dropping like 40, okay, like it's nothing, okay? Hitting more threes than in the last like 4 games than teams have. Please. Okay. And then I got Giannis and Chris Paul and Lillard. But look, honestly, that's just honorable mentions at this point. Okay. We're going to go with NBA Twitter first. And I got to read this crazy shit to you guys, man. I'll tell you, what I'm getting tired of is cats on Twitter, okay, don't watch the games. Okay. They don't watch the games. All right. But what they do is, they got strong opinions about the statistics at the end of the game. Strong opinions using stats that make just no sense, right? So I'm going to read this to you. I'm going to post it, okay, but I'm going to read it to you also. Julius Randle leading the Knicks to a 4 seed with R.J. Barrett as the second best player. Curry leading the Warriors to the 9th seed with Draymond as his second best player. You tell me which one really deserves to be in the MVP conversation. He's insinuating Julius Randle should be in the MVP conversation. Julius Randle is in like maybe the top 7 to 10 in this ranking if I keep going. Okay, but look, you can't be in the MVP conversation if your team is not a top 1, 2, or 3 seed. And I know the Knicks just slid up to 4, but look, and they're on a 7-game winning streak, I believe, 7 or 8. But my thing with the Knicks is, I've told you guys this before, they suck, right? And they're gonna suck until they don't suck anymore. And maybe they're on the path to not sucking, okay? But we need consistency. Just because we win 6 games in a row for the first time in 10 years, okay? I'm not switching up. I'm not switching, okay? Until they prove something to me, win a playoff series or something, I don't know. Because now, look, you end the season above 5. So if they end at 4 or 3, now the expectations are high. You better not lose in that first round. Otherwise, you really suck. So, you're going to creep up in these standings and then it's going to come back to bite you in the ass in the playoffs. All right? So that's going to kind of happen in the Western Conference too, but we'll talk about that a different time. So let me address just this real quick, okay? Julius Randle, what Steph is doing with the Warriors as far as that roster, okay, too, is ridiculous, okay? And I know everyone's going to say, oh, LeBron does it all the time. You're right. But that's why LeBron's over here and Steph Curry is like here, okay? So let's not, there was that one season, Steph's first MVP season, everyone was like, oh, maybe he's the best in the league. And then we found out, oh, maybe he's not, okay? My bad. Right? So it's been LeBron. It's always going to be LeBron until literally LeBron just falls off a cliff like Peyton Manning style or something like that. But I'm just not seeing it. Right? So I'm just saying, just because Draymond and R.J. Barrett, like, that has nothing to do with how the team is being carried. Every game is certain. There's certain situations in each game. You can't just take this broad statement and all of a sudden Julius Randle's more impressive. Dude, you need to look at Julius Randle's field goal attempts, okay, and his field goal percentage and stuff like that before you start doing that. I like Julius Randle. He's a really good 2, meaning second star, okay? He's not a superstar, and he doesn't play like he's a superstar either. Curry plays like a superstar. He is a superstar, and he can carry a team efficiently, right? So that's just that. Now, these guys, now my point is these guys on Twitter, because I see it way, way, way too much. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Some of the things that I see on Twitter from NBA fans is like low-key embarrassing. Like, I don't think you should tweet that because all it does is expose how much you don't watch. And it shit is actually weird. That they even tweet it. Like, they actually put it out there and they show you that they don't know shit. This shit's crazy as fuck. I mean, you should go on my Twitter, follow me, check me out, okay? Because I be spitting straight facts while I'm watching the games too. Like I tell you, I have NBA League Pass. I watch all the games. I got a whole group chat thread with a bunch of my buddies that all got NBA League Pass. We all text the whole games. Bro, trust me, okay? There's some of this stuff is outrageous, right? So, all right. I'm gonna get back to NBA Twitter in a second because there is one thing that I need to address, and this man Skip Bayless this man is on crack. I'm serious, man. You guys watch like Undisputed? Whew. All right, I watch clips because I got a day job. So this man really, really picked James Harden over Steph Curry. No, you heard that right. He said James Harden over Steph Curry. And the reasoning was that he was a better skilled player. More skilled, can do more with the ball. So now all of a sudden, championships, MVPs, all that stuff don't even matter. It's all about what you do on the court, right? Weird, right? I mean, just when I tell you this man talks out of two sides of his mouth, I'll be honest with you, I thought he was going to get fired like last year. He was getting called out for so much shit, so much talking one way, talking the other way. Like, I'm really surprised. I mean, the only reason why he really got the job is because he's just an entertaining fuck, right? And Shannon, I really like Shannon Sharp. He's mad cool. Look, I don't not like Skip Bayless, bro. I don't want to make it seem like that, but man, fuck him, man. Sometimes, like, for real. Like, sometimes he's just completely outrageous, right? But if I met him, it'd be cool. It'd be cool, right? But, all right. So, for you to say that you got Harden over Curry, all right, you got to be. He said crazy like, oh, he said Harden wasn't, or Curry's not as clutch as Harden. When every time Harden goes to the playoffs, he folds. Like, where does he come up with this shit, right? Curry's been in the finals, I don't even know how many times, like four or 5 times. He got like 3 championships. Two or three championships, 2 or 3 MVPs. Like, what? And yeah, I mean, I know KD, but I'm just saying. Oh, actually, he has 3. He has 1 by himself and 2 with KD. And like, yeah, KD went there and helped him, but I mean, championship's championship. I don't actually know if the Warriors win without Curry though. You know what I'm saying? So Curry's part of that formula, right? Harden literally has won dick, and he's talking about taking Harden over Curry, and then proceeded to talk that Curry wasn't top 20 all time. I'm gonna do a top 20 all time list one day. Curry got to be top 15 all time. I mean, this guy had Bill Walton over Curry. I mean, he's talking crazy, right? You guys are going to check out them clips. Go to, I know I'm promoting other shit, but listen, I don't really care. Go to fucking Undisputed's page or Shannon Sharp's page and check out those clips by Skip Bayless. They're outrageous. I'd post them, but I think it's against copyright and all that bullshit, right? All right, check it, right? So I'm going to let you listen to this since I can't post it, right? It's a minute, all right? You listen to this, right? And then I'm going to go back to some NBA Twitter shit, and then we're going to wrap it up, all right? Listen to this shit.
I've got Akeem, I've got Oscar, I got Dr. J. These are all better than Steph right here, right now. I've got David Robinson. You think not?
No.
Karl Malone,
No.
second all-time leading scorer.
No.
Right? Oh, stop it.
No.
I got Bill Walton.
No.
Oh, stop it.
No.
You have have no idea what you're talking about.
Stop.
Do you remember Bill Walton?
I do.
He dominated pro basketball the way very
For
few
2
have
years.
dominated. He got hurt.
That's my
take it.
point.
Did he not dominate a finals, just take it over?
Yeah.
He took it over. He was the runaway MVP. Regular season finals. I haven't seen that from Steph yet. I haven't seen him take over in the biggest moments. I'm sorry. I still have Dirk in my top.
How is Harden better if he take over in the biggest moments?
And be the top 20. Did he not win Finals MVP?
He won Finals MVP.
Yeah,
Skip, he's not better than Steph.
Yeah, was Jerry West? I'll put Jerry West
Jerry
in there.
West
He's
is great.
better
He's
right
not
now
better
than
than
Steph. I'm sorry.
Steph?
Yes, he is. He's just better.
man.
Well, you must have him in your top 10. You're discounting everybody out of my second 10.
No. Skip, I just told you I got him somewhere around 12 or 13.
Okay.
But I believe.
Something like that. All right. So they kept going arguing, whatever. But so he talks about how Steph's not clutching all this stuff and he's not touching. But then James Harden, all of a sudden the clutch stuff doesn't matter. Crazy as hell, man. Crazy as hell. All right. So back to some more NBA Twitter stuff. I got a bunch of stuff that I've responded to, which this is a good one. Ready? This is a good one. I think I'll post them as I'm reading them anyways, and when I edit this. So, R.J. Barrett has a higher 3-point percentage than Damian Lillard, J.J. Redick, Jason Tatum, and Donovan Mitchell this season. Really? That's what we're going to talk about? R.J. Barrett has a high... So what? What the fuck? Like, this guy takes a fraction of what the other guys take as far as shooting goes. It's like, why even tweet that? That means all you did was go look at statistics, okay, on 3-point percentages, okay, clicked sort, okay, and saw AJ Barrett or RJ Barrett was above Lillard, Redick, and Tatum and Mitchell, and you were like, oh man, this is a good tweet. I should just tweet it. The fuck? I mean, you guys gotta stop. Stop. Because you're embarrassing yourselves, okay? Fuck up on out of here. All right. Anyway, so I replied to that, which I might post that. Or you can just follow me on Twitter. You can check it out yourself. Okay. Not that bad of a thing to do. So next one, right? This is a real quote from an anonymous assistant coach. This is the type of shit going on in the NBA too. This is just psychotic shit, ready? Quote, the star players aren't as good with spacing off the ball as other role players. In the regular season, you could even argue that Brooklyn is easier to guard when they have more of the star power. That's a real assistant coach's take on the Brooklyn Nets. That they're easier to guard with all their stars on the floor. Bro, I could ask a soccer fan that doesn't watch basketball that question, and he will be like, how is that even possible? It's not. So don't even try to go and look at statistics and try to figure it all out, okay, because it's impossible. Okay? The Nets are going to do exactly what they're supposed to do, which is go right to the NBA Finals. And I know I've said this before. I might have said it on here, but I definitely talk about my buddies. There's no way, okay, there's no way that it's not Sixers versus Nets in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Sixers are the only team well-rounded enough to give the Nets a hard time. But I don't think they're actually going to beat them. If they do, it would be a major upset. Major upset. Okay? To say that they're easier to guard with them on the floor, KD, James Harden, and Kyrie, is so bad to say. I hope that assistant coach is an Eastern Conference coach and plays them in the playoffs and gets smacked by these dudes and then comes out and says that he's the one that said this so we could all just know who made this embarrassing statement. Okay? That's what needs to happen. I actually hope that that's what happens. I really, really do. Next thing, this is another issue we got going on with NBA fans, right? So they said that Hashim Thabit is going to make an NBA comeback, right? Cool, good for him, right? I got people on here on Twitter saying they don't know who he is. What? You know who Hashim Thabit is? Number 2 overall pick, bro. Like, you must be a really young NBA fan to not know who Hashim Thabit is. And this is the type of shit that's going on to, oh, who the fuck is that? Is that? What do you mean, who is that? The dude's like 7'3", 7'4". The only reason why he probably he stopped playing the NBA is really he did not work that hard. He was just extremely talented and very tall. But if you remember him at UConn, he was a beast. I actually seen him in the airport one time, and he doesn't look like he belongs on this world. Like he's like an alien, bro. I'm telling you, massive dude. But we can't be having people on here spreading all these rumors and all this stuff, and it catches and goes, and then other people are seeing it, and it's like, bro, we got a responsibility as diehard sports fans in any sport, doesn't matter what it is, to make sure we pass on the correct information to the next generation. You can't just be making shit up and telling people, and then all of a sudden you get somebody on here like this guy says that Carmelo Anthony doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame. Huh? What? What? Are you guys fucking crazy? And then you got people on here who say Jamal Crawford does. Huh? Huh? What? Come on, bro. I mean, what the fuck is going on? That's why you guys need to be coming to me, okay, for all your NBA info. Okay? So check this out. Kevin Durant has more tweets than career points. Did you hear about that? Now that's some cupcake shit. I'll tell you that straight. That man more worried about who tweeting than scoring buckets. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. So I got a good one for you, right? So I saw, I'm done with NBA Twitter. So you guys remember last year in the bubble, right? So the Clippers were favorited over the Lakers. Oh man, the Clippers, they're the favorite over the Lakers, and if the Lakers win, man, that's an upset and this and that, right? Oh, they don't even get to meet up because the Clippers, blew a 3-1 lead to the Nuggets, and the Lakers go on to win the NBA title and this and that, right? So we all know how that story ended, right? So now this year, all of a sudden, I've been watching all these NBA shows. Okay, so now, all of a sudden, and nothing's changed, okay? The only thing that's changed is Montrezl Harrell, okay, is not on the Clippers anymore, he's on the Lakers. And now Rondo is on the Clippers, okay? So, meh, okay? So now if the Clippers play against the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals or in the playoffs at all, whatever, if the Clippers win, it's an upset. How does that work? Like, what is this? Like, what is going on? So it can't just be like it's Paul George and Kawhi Leonard versus LeBron James and Anthony Davis, right? So last year, the talk was Paul George is a superstar and Kawhi Leonard's a superstar and he's the new king of LA and all this shit. Then they lose. Okay, then LeBron and AD handle business, win the NBA championship. The next season comes, and now, since you guys were wrong about Paul George and Kawhi being these superstars, which Kawhi is, Paul George, still got to prove it, right? But before he did, he was already a superstar, right? So they were already favored. But now, since you saw his true colors, now you're like, oh, it would be an upset. It would be an upset because Paul George failed you last year. That's why it would be an upset. Because he's not as good as you guys made him to be last year when you said the Lakers were underdogs. Did you hear that clearly? That's it. That now we seeing eye to eye. Okay? Now we getting it. Okay? All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap it up. I do got one thing to say. You need to pop on TNT tonight because I know a lot of you don't have NBA League Pass, but you should. Okay? Listen, just pay for the year. You know what I'm saying? And just watch the games, bro. It's not that hard to do. If you want to talk NBA, you want to do all that stuff, just watch the games. You can check it out. All these, look, it's all over. It's all over TV, bro. All they do is talk about NBA. You might as well try to know as much as these guys know, because I'll be honest with you, they play like they know a lot, but they really don't. Okay, last night, homie tweeted, okay, which you guys know him. I won't out him. Okay, but he said Trae Young is down, hurt on the floor. Okay, he tweeted, right? Trae Young had already been helped off the court and into the locker room when he tweeted it. That means he wasn't watching the game. All he did was go on Twitter and see something and then tweeted it himself. I've watched SportsCenter, and I've tweeted at him too, where they didn't know how the last few seconds went because it was a 10:30 game. So they didn't know. So they went through and they said that somebody had won or inbound the ball wrong, whatever. And I tweeted him and I was like, yo, that's not how the end of the game went down. He actually responded to me and said, we didn't have the full video yet because the game ended that early. I'm telling you, these people do this, bro. You trust me, man. Trust me. Anyway, tonight, TNT, you got two great games. Anthony Davis is back. You got Sixers Bucks, which is a must watch in my opinion. Like it's a must watch. You got to check that game out. And then you got Lakers Mavs, which that's a must watch too. AD's back. You got Doncic, so it's a superstar slate for NBA on TNT, and of course, my man's inside the NBA. Like, these dudes are hysterical. Okay, so Shaq and Chuck and all them, Kenny, and man, they just so funny, man. It's actually like a show. Like, halftime is super enjoyable, and then when the games are over, they go about an hour and they just bullshit back and forth. But awesome stuff. Anyway, so that's gonna wrap it up, guys. I might hop on NBA and do some streaming off my PS5, or I might hit that Warzone update. So I'm not too sure, but anyway, check me out on Twitch, check me out on Twitter, check me out on IG. I have a TikTok. I'm in the middle of doing all that shit. And like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you like. So I'm going to try something. I'm going to do a Zoom call with a couple of my buddies. I told you I got my group chat. And we're going to do a fucking live debate. I'm going to try to do that maybe next week, if not the following week. Maybe right before the playoffs. Might be interesting, right? So, all right, guys. That's going to do it for me. Much love, everyone. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. All right. Say I love you to all your family members. Okay. Make sure you don't go one day without it. Right? It's all about love, baby. Positive vibes. Deuces.